course, it was a great honor to me to be commissioned to compose a work for a composition for chorus and orchestra. And I didn't know anything about Joondalup, but I have many friends in Perth because I have friends in Rome from Australia.
I approached Vivienne and Alberto because I felt intuitively that they would connect as creators. Vivienne has a wonderful way of exploring layers, the layers of language and the layers of meaning, and I think that is reflected also in Alberto's approach to composition.
It's all about singing.
Yes.
Yes,
Singing.
I mean,
He's a composer, I'm the lyrics.
Oh,
So he's the music, I'm the
She's
words.
a poet.
Okay.
We're not the singers.
So the idea for the Banuru songs came about through wanting to encourage participation by the community through singing.
We get emails from the Joondalup website, and our mum knows that I really like singing, so she asked me if I wanted to join, and I said yes, and then I conned Bonnie into joining, and then we got our father to join as well. So then all three of us, our mother did not join. She conned all three of us into going, but she doesn't come herself.
Thank you, everyone. I'm very, very happy to be here. You cannot imagine how exciting I am. Thank you.
I thought Alberto seemed really fun, and I was finding the urge to go up to him and say buongiorno the whole night. I thought that would be very impressive if he started talking Italian to me.
One of the great aspects about doing new music is that you can ask the composer and you can ask the lyricist and you can ask them questions. You can say, well, why did you choose this word, and why did you write this chord in a particular way, and do you think that would change better? And you end up with a much more collaborative approach.
But it's too fast for me. It's too fast, this.
I find it really quite enchanting, actually, and haunting. It may have been a bit daunting for some members of our choir and some of the people here who have never sung before. So that's a really rich and rewarding experience for them as well.
I was moved by people who are singing in the choir and who told that, the Paris Paddock is the song number 3. I can see from my window, and so I like that song because I feel all the story of this place, and of course the Aboriginal history and the legend on the territory is very, very fascinating.
All these other songs have got a lot of Indigenous flavour to them as well. But it's all about the country or their country and the way in which it's been sort of almost adopted for this Joondalup area. So hopefully the essence of the songs will come through.
It will be very natural playing together. And then when you take the speed and it's correct, you can be free and do what you want.
So the story of Joondalup from the Nyungar sort of perspective, Joondu was the name of a woman's spirit. So anything with up on the end of it in the southwest usually means place of near water. So Joondalup's translation in Wajak Nyungar dialect is the place of Joondu, the spirit.
It was really important for Ingrid Cumming to be involved in the project because she contributed not only as a consultant on the stories and the mythologies, the dreaming around the lake and the area there, but one of the key roles is she was involved in the pronunciation of the language.
So we had a very interesting conversation via Skype one evening where he explained for being able to write the music, he would need me to pronounce the words for him. So, which was fantastic. It was a really great cultural exchange.
like they say a secret, they tell a secret about the lake. You know?
He's given more meaning to the music, if you know what I mean. The lake itself is brought out, the Banuru, or the end of the heat, which is February and March. He's emphasised certain parts of it, and Chris immediately picks up on those things.
I've conducted all around the world and all different ensembles, and the most exciting part about that is working with a group of people and taking them on a journey through a particular piece.
The music is very complex, and occasionally it is difficult to hit some of those higher notes, especially in the last movement. And it's also challenging because a couple of it is very, very fast, and then you have to move into a very slow, quieter tempo.
I think the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's. I just play something.
It was interesting because it was good to hear his input in the songs, like how he changed the second movement because he expected it to be slower, and then how all of us had to work around his expectations.
Here, I want the crescendo poco poco, and crescendo poco poco here is really like. Dramatic, like an opera. They can make mistake or scream, but they're like,
It's a wonderful thing to do a world premiere. Everyone feels very special, and of course it is. It's a little bit like making a jelly, trying to get it to set, and recognizing ultimately that it's always going to be very wobbly.
Very nervous because you always have that like last minute jitters, and there's always a chance that when you're going to get up on stage, you're going to just forget everything you learned in the couple of rehearsals, and you're just going to stand there.
Stuff it all up.
Yeah.
Nervously excited, I would say. So yes, in anticipation of a good night. And let's hope that we do the right thing.
I'm just blown away. I was sort of like holding back the tears in a way. I was so moved with it. It was lovely to see so many people come together and make something really special. That was just fantastic.
But yeah, no, I think everybody was satisfied at the end of the day. It was difficult for the choir to hear everybody within the surrounds, being outside, but we did okay.
It was fun. It's going to be a bit sad now, but yeah, because it was like a month of anticipation of how it'll turn out, and then we just finished it in half an hour.
Now that the performance is over, it's pretty nice that it's all done. And before we were really nervous, but now that it's over, it's just like a relief.
Should be really happy with how you sang, how you performed. This is, I think, going to be a regular thing. The city of Joondalup, I'm sure, will now look at something like this and say, this is the type of community we want to have up here.
You know, from the beginning, many people of the choir sang for the first time. And this was a challenging music for everybody, because new, they didn't know. And so they had to start with something a little bit weird. But they were all very happy, and that's my best prize.